זוהר פרשת שלח ליום ראשון. יבואו עד נחל אשכול וגומר, ביהודה פתח. כה אמר האל השם בורא שמיים בנותיהם וגומר. כמה יתלהו לבני נשר, יסתכלה בבוכנה לקושה באיחור. כמה יתלהו יסתכלה בבני דאורייתא, תיכול מה להתשתל באורייתא, כאילו מקריב כל קורבנין דעלמא לקמי קושה באיחור. ולא עוד, אלא דקושה באיחור מכפר לי על כל חובוי. He arrived at this place that's called Nachal Eshkol. Of course, even the name of this place has big secrets in it. So it says how important it is for man to look in the Torah, or to look, I mean, to look and to think and try to understand what is in Torah, because the Torah is what we call l'avodah, the service to Hashem. How important is that to man? Because the one that studied the Torah, when we say studying, it doesn't mean studying the whole day, but all say about Torah, I mean, he's busy with the Torah in one way or another, but he has to be in studying and trying to understand. It is as if he's bringing korbanot to Hashem. He's bringing offerings, like they used to bring offerings in the Bet HaMikdash. He's bringing constant offerings to Hashem. And not only that, is that Hashem forgives him for all his sins. But there are also sins that are not forgiven by the korbanot. But since the limud of the Torah is so much, so what is not forgiven by the korbanot, the limud of the Torah makes it that Hashem will forgive him for all his sins. And not only that, but even a place for him in the Olam Haba is prepared for him. ויהודה ואזי באוחה בחדי רבי אבא, שאל אמר מילה אחת בעינה לשאלה, כיוון לידע קודשה בריחו, זמין ברנה שבחטא קמין למגזר עלי, מיתה אמה בר עלי, דאורייתא אהבת הרי אלפין שנים, עד לא יבירי עלמא וכתיבה באורייתא, אדם כי ימות באוהל, איש כי ימות, וימות ויהי פלוני וימות. מה כבאי קודשה בריחו לברנש באי עלמד אפילו, ישתדל באורייתא יממה ולילה ימות, ואילה להשתדל באורייתא ימות. כולם באחד אורך, בר פרשותה דהו עלמא, כמעט התמר, כתוב כחותי. Rabbi Yehuda says to Rabbi Abba, I have a question to ask you. Since Hashem knew that man will sin and will contradict him, and that Hashem will bring death on this on man in general, why did he create him? It would have been better for him to stay in the olam of the neshamot, right, and not come to this world with a body and all these things that he has to do. He would have said just a spiritual being in the olam aberiah. And we know that the Torah was written 2,000 years before Hashem created the world, and in the Torah it is written, Adam ki yamut ba'ohev, when a man will die in the tent, etc. A lot of things, or the death for man is already written. So that means that the death was already decreed before the world was created. So why did Hashem wanted man to be in this world? He says, because even if he's going to study the Torah, he's still going to die. But he says there is a difference. He says the difference is the man that studies the Torah here will have a different place in the Olam Haba, in the world to come. Which means that the difference is not in this world here. The difference between one that studies and doesn't study will be in the next world. אמר, כמו שנאמר, כתוב כחותי. אמר לי, הולכו דמלך דגזי מלך, מה לך למטה רבהו? מד יתלך רשולי מדך, או יסתכל לך שאיל, דלת לך רשולי מדך כתיב. אל תיתן את פיך לחתי את בצריך, לאורכו דקודשה בריחו, וסתירין גניזני לעין דהו, סתים וגניז, דלת לך לשאלה. He says, but why are you asking these things? These the ways of Hashem, and what he decides are very hidden things. And don't try to understand them. Those questions can only be answered for one that really studies the profound secrets of the Torah. And you don't have the right, you don't have the permission to understand these things. And as it is written, do not give to your mouth the possibility to make you sin. In other words, by saying things, asking things that you're not supposed to ask, this will make you sin. It is because the ways of Kadosh Baruch Hu, they are hidden, and they are very, very elevated. And there is no way that that you can ask or understand. אמר לי יחי הוראית כל הסתים בגני את שמה קדישה אלא אהבה ומה דמתחסק והורדת כאילו התחסק בשמי קדישה ויחי לתלה נשאלה והסתכלה. Says if it is so, we know that the Torah is hidden, right? Everything in the Torah is satum, it's closed, and what is revealed is only what we call the levush of the Torah, which means the garment of the Torah, which is the stories and the mitzvot, but the sodot, the secrets of the Torah, which is what we call the neshama, the soul of the pinimiyut of the Torah, of the interiority of the Torah. This is for Hashem. And the one that studies the Torah is like if he's studying the name of Hashem, because we say that the Torah from the first letter Bet to the last letter Lamed is like one name that has 304,840 something letters. This is one name. So one that studies the Torah is like if he's studying the name of Hashem. Like we said that the name reveals the nature of someone. And of course, we cannot have no way of understanding the nature of Hashem. So it's just getting close, but of course we cannot understand. So that's why we should not even ask on these things. אמר לי, הורית כולה סתים בגליה ושמי קדישה סתים בגליה. וכתיב, הנסתרות להשם אלוקינו ונגלות לנו ולבנינו. He says, yes, the Torah is all unclosed, but there's also some revealed parts. And we can try to explain it by what is revealed. But we can also explain it by the sod, by the secret. Because like we said, the name of HaKadosh Baruch Hu is also revealed in a way, but also hidden, right? Because Hashem has different names. And as it is written, Anistarot l'Hashem Elokeinu v'niglot lanu banenu. This Devarim is written, the secrets are for Hashem, but the revealed are for us and for our descendants. יתחדשו לשנה ולעניין ולהסתכלה בהו נמדר בהו אבל נסתרות השם אלוקינו דילת אינון ולת אחזיין דמאן דיחיד למנדר ולדבקה דעתו סתימה וכל שכן משאל. Because that we have the right to ask and try to understand, okay, but this is for him and it belongs to him, but the one that can attain this type of knowledge, if there's a possibility, then maybe he can ask. In other words, it's not that it's completely closed. As a matter of fact, every time I read this pasuk, I always think. He said, "Anistarot l'Hashem Elokeinu." So the secrets are to Hashem, but it doesn't say they're to Hashem, but not for man. Doesn't mean that if it's for him, that they're not for us. It's not written Anistarot kimu asurim lanu, like the secrets are forbidden to us. Not written that. That means it's his. I mean, of course, few people have the right to penetrate the secrets, as it says here. Tachazeh, let cheshu livli alma dimemar milin setimin de Parasha bar busina kadisha Rabbi Shimon. Look, the permission was not given to man to reveal these things, except Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai. De'akosha berichu istekar alidoi Kadosh Baruch Hu. He agreed that this thing should be revealed by his hand, when he wrote the Zohar. Begin deda dilet cheshima hu le'ela v'tata ve'ala midin nitmeru b'galia al yedoi. Because his generation was so elevated, right, that they merited to be part of this revelation. But there will not be a generation like this one that merited to have all this revelation until the generation